Hi, my name is Dana Woodrum, and this is my presentation of how to integrate language arts and social studies. I am gearing this towards preschoolers kindergarten, which is a time when they're learning about themselves, their friends, and their community. The first thing I'm going to talk about is a book called Louder Lily, and it is by Jennifer Coldencoke. And she is a little girl who is kind of quiet, and no one ever really hears her speak until one day someone's not being kind to the classroom pet and she has to speak up. So it's a good jumping off point for talking about being brave, doing what's right, speaking up for yourself. You even hit a little bit on bullying in this. And so this is a great book that has lots of ways you can talk about different things. And when you bring it into the classroom and discuss self and feelings, a good thing to do is to have a discussion about, how have you felt when people haven't listened? How can we be good listeners? And different feelings. And you can do a jumping off point and they have these great different pictures of feelings, and you can talk about, here's a little boy, how does he feel? He's crying, when did you cry? Things like that. And you can even take this and make a book that, kindergartners probably can't write a lot at the first, but they can draw a picture of something that happened that made them cry and all different things. These are ones that I purchased at a teacher store, but you can just get into a magazine and find pictures of different facial expressions, and have them talk about the different things and what has made them angry and sad and all different things like that. Another thing to do is you can do an art project they have this great paper that's reflective. You can make a little frame to go around it and turn it into a mirror that they can decorate or sticker around the edge with a popsicle stick and talk about. This is another way to talk about feelings and practice making scared face and all that kind of things in here. Now, there's also something we can do about, I was thinking about the bullying thing, maybe for the older children that understand it more, but you could make anti-bullying posters even that said, this one's about being kind, and you could have them draw pictures of all the different places they can be kind, on the playground, in the lunchroom, at home, different things like that. My next theme I'm going to hit on is community within the classroom and being kind to others and values. And there's a Scholastic gave out these this 3-book series illustrated by Mike Gordon, and it's Why Should I Listen, Why Should I Help, and Why Should I Share? And these are just great. They're funny little stories that get the conversations going. For instance, this one, if you're not listening, maybe you'll get a spider on your head. And they're just great ways to get that going. You can use this as a jumping off point for classroom rules about being good listeners when the teacher speaks, when others speaks, sharing, helping others, cleaning up. So this is a great thing for that. You can have dramas, have them act out dramas with this. They could even write stories about, write a story about a little boy who wouldn't listen, or draw a picture about a time when you did listen or when you didn't listen. And you can even hit feelings with these, as far as how do you feel when people don't listen to you. And another thing I was thinking you could do is make a chart of who can I help, and have them name places they can help, people they can help. Who can I share with? What can I share? You can change the question in the middle to very many different things. Another thing I was thinking is you could get some magazines and have them find pictures of people who are listening and just cut out examples. This lady's listening to someone on the phone. What do you think she's listening about? Things like that. Here's one, why should I help? Here's a mommy helping a girl brush her hair. What if no one ever helped you brush your hair? Just these are great little ways of discussing things, visuals for them to see. Now, the last thing I would like to talk about is community helpers outside of the classroom. There's a lot of stuff that you can get for this. So, some of my favorite books are, this one's called Pizza Pat by Rita Gelman, and my daughter's in their preschool would have a pizza day where they would make pizza, and that could bring that into as a community helper. Another book here is He Bear, She Bear by Stan and Jan Bernstein, and this is really great because it shows all the different things that they can be. It's not, you know, gender specific as, you know, a girl can't drive a race car, or, you know, all different things in here. This is a great, tons of ideas of what you could be when you grow up in this book. Another thing that I have that I like to use is poster boards. This is something I got at a teacher supply store, but again, you can just get a picture out of a magazine. But this has all different community helpers, and on the back it has great information about each and questions. Like, have you ever seen a fire truck flashing its lights and sirens? You can talk about that. You could use that as a question of the morning where the children have to come up and sign their name, yes or no, underneath it, and things like that. It also is good because it has things that we don't think of normally as community helpers. Here's a painter. And so what would he paint? What color is your house? There's, you know, you can do charts of, you know, put your name under if your house is blue, if you're, you know, different things like that, which is really great. Another thing you can do is field trips, and you could go to the library. A librarian is a community helper. So there's one that you walk down the hall in your classroom to do. Guest speakers have parents come in, you know, if they can do little things like if someone's you know, a farmer, bring in some vegetables. If someone's a florist, bring in some flowers. So it's really easy to integrate language arts with social studies, and I hope these ideas are a good jumping off point for you. Thank you very much.